So one of the things that we've been asked quite a bit since we've been doing Reaching the Next Generation and literary themes and talking, about how to read the Bible a little bit differently is people like, Chip, where can I get this information? Where can I learn to read the Bible this way? Can you give me something that will help me out? And that's what I really want to do in developing these literary themes. One of the conventions that's used in writing stories, and it's definitely something that's employed by the Hebrews as they write, because again, we didn't have iPads and books and all of those things. It was an oral tradition where they heard in an auditory way the stories, and they needed to be able to reconstruct those stories. And one of the devices that they used was retelling a story within the story. And that is so important when you're reading through Scripture, is to see that oftentimes there are stories that are embedded in the other stories. For instance, we know the original fall. Most of us know it fairly well, that Eve was at this tree. She took from the tree and she consumed from the tree. Adam consumed from the tree. And what are we told? We were told that they were naked and ashamed. And so that device of a tree and taking from some sort of plant and eating or ingesting it and then finding out that you're naked is something that happens in other stories in the Old Testament. For instance, the story of Noah. When Noah comes off the ark, what does he do? Well, he partakes from a plant. He has the grapes. He consumes wine, so he's consuming from a plant again. And what happens? Well, he gets drunk, obviously. But when he wakes up, what's going on? Well, he's naked. And the point there is that the writer is showing us that hey, these themes of taking from something and doing something that you shouldn't do and partaking of something in a way that you shouldn't partake ends up leading us in a way that's not good. But that story of taking from something and then being naked is being sort of shared over and over again. And you see that all throughout Scripture, how Scripture will take these stories and they will embed them in a story. And what happens is that story then becomes more powerful because you realize this is still the effects of the sin that happened in Genesis 3 are still going on even later in Genesis with Noah.